THQ Nordic have carved out a niche for themselves in the gaming industry. While they're also working on new games, they're focusing largely on acquiring dormant IP that people are nostalgic for and remastering or remaking them. Destroy All Humans is the latest game THQ Nordic have chosen to remake, following right on the heels of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, which they published only a couple of months back. I wasn't sure how much I'd enjoy Destroy All Humans, as I never played the original, and games from the PS2 generation can be hit or miss when it comes to how well they've aged. However, I was pleasantly surprised by Destroy All Humans. While some dated design choices stop it from being truly great, Destroy All Humans is still a good game that's a lot of fun to play, and it's certainly aged more gracefully than something like Battle for Bikini Bottom. If you're not familiar with Destroy All Humans, the game sees you playing as Crypto-137, an alien from the planet Furon who in 1959 comes to Earth to collect human DNA in hopes of cloning his now sterile species. The major appeal of Destroy All Humans is its sandbox world that encourages you to wreak havoc with Crypto's arsenal of weapons and powers. The missions dedicated to causing as much chaos as possible are where Destroy All Humans is at its best. The selection of weapons in Destroy All Humans isn't huge, but there's enough variety to keep things interesting. I found the gunplay in Destroy All Humans kind of reminiscent of the PS2 Ratchet & Clank games, thanks to its creativity in the weapon designs. There's the Zap-O-Matic, an electricity gun that can be upgraded to hit multiple enemies at once, the Disintegrator Ray, which does exactly what it sounds like, the Ion Detonator, which launches a bomb ideal for taking out groups, and the Anal Probe, which was my least favourite of the weapons due to its fairly slow speed and limited use when facing multiple enemies at once. Crypto also has access to a whole host of telekinetic powers as well, which really makes the game stand out from other open world games of the time. Crypto can pick objects and people up with his mind and fling them around, make people's heads explode for extra DNA, transmogrify inanimate objects in the environment into more ammo for his weapons, hypnotise humans to follow him or create a distraction, take on the form of any NPC in the environment to blend in, and read NPCs' minds. Though expect to hear a lot of repeated dialogue when reading NPC minds. These abilities are so creative and give you complete freedom to mess around with the world in a way few other open world games let you. Destroy All Humans also seems committed to making traversal as enjoyable as possible. Crypto has a jetpack that lets him zip across the map very quickly, and he can also glide along the floor, which once upgraded to be unlimited is a very fun way to get around. Crypto also has a flying saucer that you can hop into to cause even more destruction by blowing up buildings and abducting NPCs. There are whole missions dedicated to destroying towns with the flying saucer, and these are an absolute blast. As the game progresses, you become more and more powerful, as both Crypto and his flying saucer can be upgraded with the DNA you extract from humans or gain from completing missions. By the time you finish Destroy All Humans, you can tear through towns, destroying everything in sight in just a couple of minutes. It's very satisfying to go back to early missions and see just how quickly you can complete them with your fully upgraded endgame version of Crypto. There's a great selection of optional missions to complete across the game's 6 maps after beating Destroy All Humans. These offer challenges like racing around the map as quickly as possible while collecting objects dropped by a drone, causing as much damage as possible, or abducting a set number of NPCs in a limited amount of time. The humour in Destroy All Humans was all over the place for me. While the game genuinely made me laugh out loud a few times, and I thought a lot of its satire taking the piss out of 1950s America was pretty funny, a lot of jokes fell entirely flat for me. Some of the humour just feels very mid-2000s and corny. Destroy All Humans also has a tendency to beat you over the head with the same kind of jokes over and over again until all the humour has been sucked out of them. Of course, humour is entirely subjective, and some of the comedy that didn't land for me might work for you, and vice versa. While Destroy All Humans is usually a lot of over-the-top fun, there are a few areas where Destroy All Humans gets caught in the trappings of the past, and these problems serve as a staunch reminder that this is at its core a PS2 game. Firstly, the mission design in Destroy All Humans is very repetitive, and there are instant fail stealth missions which can really suck the fun out of the game, as they prevent you from using the weapons and abilities that make Destroy All Humans enjoyable in the first place. Missions also have poor checkpoints that send you back quite far, forcing you to replay large swaths of the game. The frame rate also takes a bit of a dive when too much is happening on screen, and the final two boss fights of the game are frustrating, overly long battles with bullet spongy enemies. While all of these problems add up to prevent Destroy All Humans from being as good as it had the potential to be, they didn't stop me from having a great time with the game. In fact, I enjoyed this game so much that as soon as I got the Platinum, I bought the PS2 classic of Destroy All Humans 2 because I wanted more of this world. Destroy All Humans is a ridiculous, over-the-top power fantasy that serves as an ideal palate cleanser to play in between some of this year's bigger releases that take themselves more seriously. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like and subscribe or follow me on Twitter @ChrisFremo.